Welcome back after the tea break.
In a year from now, you will look back at yourself and be proud of what you have achieved because we get a chance to hear from the best professionals from the industry. On this note, let me welcome and introduce Mr. Abhijit Jorverkar, Chief Growth Officer, Infinite Uptime Private Limited. Sir, may I have your permission to begin, please? Thank you, sir. A business manager with a proven experience in multiple domains. Sir is a graduate engineer with MBA in marketing and computer management. He has a high successful track record in market development. He has also worked in direct as well as channel sale and marketing. Sir has exposure to various product and service industries, which includes industrial automation products and services, language software solutions, and IT securities. Before joining Infinite Uptime Private Limited, Sir has a wide experience of working in Quick Heal, Data Pro, Mason Group of companies, and Modular Infotech.
On a lighter note, Sir is called as Sankat Mochan as he is a very effective in leadership and management and having a fair, sympathetic nature that makes his employee feel valued and is a crucial element to an employee job satisfaction. Some qualities which makes him an effective manager are good communication and listening skills, effective leadership skills, trust in the employees, flexibility and understanding, intelligence, teamwork skills, interest in employee development, successful in finding and retaining new talent and presentation skills. We are really very happy to have Sir with us sharing his knowledge and experience with us. With this, I request Sir to kindly address the batch.
Let's try to make it interesting. Okay, so normally, so you have my formal introduction. I'll quickly tell you something about myself. So because we are running very short on time, what we'll do is I'll tell you something about myself, what I've done, and so obviously, somebody sometime back asked me, so are you an expert in something? And I said, no, I'm not an expert in anything. But I've had a journey where I've learned a lot of things. So I have a lot of experience. So does experience make you expert? Is a debate which can last for days together. Obviously, somebody likes to call himself an expert. They can call themselves an expert. I never call myself an expert, but I have a lot of experience, close to 20 odd years, a lot of experience in interesting domains. So quickly sum it up for you guys, okay? So I passed out my engineering 95, 2 years at Data Pro selling industrial automation. I did my MBA, okay, from Pumba. That was like for 2 more years. Marketing. I was with Messing for about 2.5 years, again selling industrial automation, PLCs, drives, SCADA projects, OEM sales. I'm using some terms you guys might not be familiar with. When we start talking, please ask, I'll tell you what it was, okay? And it's not about what I was doing, it's more about, what you are interested in. So Messing, after which I sold language software solutions, okay? There's a company called Modular Infotech, they have a product called Shrilipi. I sold a retail product as well as, they also had products for guys who wanted to convert their content, websites and applications into local languages. So they had APIs for that, or toolkits as they call them. I did that for 2 years. I became a teacher for 6 months. I went back to the industry. I spent 15 years with a company called Quick Heal Technologies. A lot of you might know the company. It's the largest Indian security company. I'm from India. So I joined when it was like a 20-25 people company. So I kind of built a whole sales and marketing over there. I did a lot of things there. I built the tech support. I did build the sales. I started the first marketing team over there. 15 years spent over there. The company went public. Okay, it got listed. So I was a director in that company, on the board of directors of a listed company. Guys, good probability. That's a unique thing which you might get in the guests you get over here. There won't be many people who would have actually been part of an IPO or a IPO, as you guys know, that's about getting listed on stock exchange, so your shares getting listed, publicly traded. So anything on that front, again, I'm not an expert on that. I'm not a finance guy, but if you have anything from growth side of story. You want to ask me, I can answer questions on that. And 15 years there. So after IPO about 1 year, and then I realized the company has got into a different gear. I'm a guy who likes challenges, exciting work, working with teams very closely, challenges. So I got up there and I kind of reinvented myself. I said, I now work with startups, because my whole story or journey with QuickHeal was a startup journey, okay? So we were a small company for a long time, then we scaled up big, in fact, a lot of global activities as well. So I spent 6 months with a company called Jobmosys, which was trying to build a platform for talent mapping. Platform still being developed, okay? We realized, that none of these companies I founded, let me tell you, I'm very clear. I'm not somebody who finds companies. I help people take products to market. So be it small, big, whatever, normally small, I prefer that. And currently I'm with a company called Infinite Uptime. What is Infinite Uptime? Infinite Uptime is an industrial IoT company started by a very young guy, as young as you, some of you might correlate. He's 27 years old. He's an IITian with a PhD from University of California, Berkeley. He started this company. He's got funded a good $6-7 million. So he wants to grow this company. So he found me somewhere, and now I'm working with him on this one, okay? So I'm designated as a Chief Growth Officer over here, as somebody told you. That's a bit about me, okay? It could be interesting for some of you. It could not be interesting for some of you. What I do sales, I do marketing, I build teams. I build teams even in domains in which I really don't know much, but I basically like to meet people and get things done. That's what I do. That's what I've been doing all my life, most of it. So guys, let's pretty much open for discussion. Is okay. So we have a mic, right? Please. And guys, ask anything under the sun you feel is right to ask in this classroom. I'll be glad to answer those questions.
Good evening, sir. My name is Nitish Singh and I'm from Delhi. Sir, I wanted to know what is the exact job of a Chief Growth Officer. By the name, I can make out basically Chief Growth Officer may analyze the growth of a company. So can you elaborate a little more? Great.
Okay, nice question. I'll answer this. So when I joined Infinite Uptime, the founder said, join me as a CMO or a Chief Marketing Officer, okay? I came in and I realized, okay, obviously I knew that beforehand itself because there were only 2 people or 3 people in the company. So when I came on board, I realized that actually, marketing is only one side of the story, okay? So organizations actually, are a set of activities, So what is an organization? I mean, basically you joined an MBA course. What do organizations do? So when you see an organization, I'll take this because I'm answering his question, okay? So what do organizations do? Basically, you build a product. What is this? I have a pen. Product or a service. I don't have a service. Yeah, electricity is a service which customers either buy or utilize and pay, okay? And so how useful is it determines how much people will pay me, okay? So but when I do this, there's a lot of things which happen, lot of things. You conceptualize it, you build it, okay? You identify customers, you try to understand, okay, so somebody, you want somebody to use it, how will they use it? So many things, So when you join an MBA, you're asked, will you be in sales? Will you be in marketing? Will you do HR? Will you do finance? Blah, blah, blah. God knows, there's so many. There's something called as operations. There's production if you're into manufacturing. What will you get into? All of this ultimately reaches the customer. They buy it and they pay you for it, right? The product, service, whatever it is. Or it could be a product and service combination of both, hybrid or whatever. My role is to ensure that we have a symphony. How to make the product more attractive? What does the customer want? How does the sales team deliver effective pitch? How do I get customers for the sales team? So marketing gets customers for the sales team. Marketing talks about the organization to the external ecosystem. Okay. so on and so forth. You'll learn more about that as well. So I try to do everything under the sun which will help the organization to grow.
Good evening, sir. My name is Manisha Hariramani. I am from Jaipur. Sir, my question to you is, could you please tell us about the time when you were able to change a customer's mind when they told you no about for your product?
Too many instances. Have a seat. Manisha, right?
Yes.
Manisha, okay, too many instances. But let me tell you one more very important thing, guys. I'm not a sales guy.
So you said that you are from marketing, that's why.
Yeah. Right, okay? So marketing and sales go hand in hand, okay? But let me be very honest. I always say I'm not the best sales guy under the sun. There's a reason. The reason why I became a chief growth officer is slightly different. So obviously, like a lot of guys, I started my career in sales, but I've always been, or for a long time, I started my career in sales, which was, what should I say, consultative in nature. Consultative, okay? So, what happens is, my focus is not on acquiring one customer. I don't work on that. I don't like to work on that. My interest is always in trying to understand why will customers buy the product, learn that, experiment, then actually acquire few customers doing that, and then turn it into a process, and then get lot of sales guys, teach them that, and then move to do something else. So why will you buy a product? Okay. So if I look, so Manisha, why will Manisha buy a Domino's pizza? Brands, popular brands. If Domino's takes 45 minutes to deliver pizza to IIEBM, if there's somebody who delivers a good pizza in 15 minutes to Manisha, why will she buy a Domino's pizza, right? If I'm Domino's, I need to look at it this way. If I'm the other guy, I need to look at it, boss, can I deliver in 15 minutes a pizza which is better than Domino's? Giving an example. So Manisha will buy the other pizza in 15 minutes, right Manisha? Such a good customer Manisha is. I like that. She's not brand loyal. Hey, I'm joking. Please don't take anything personally. It's not that easy. So here, 15 minutes was only one thing because Domino harps on that, they talk of delivery. That's why I talked of this term, 15 minutes, 40 minutes, blah, blah. It's not only that. So a guy like me would like to understand, why does Manisha buy pizza? Why does she buy it? What is it that affects her buying decision? Okay. So Manisha is calorie conscious. If I know that, I won't even sell her a pizza, right? Or I'll give her a pizza made of whole wheat, topped with so many vegetables, no cheese. So if I have few hundred thousands of Manishas, I'll actually have a pizza like that, right? That's the way guys like me think. That's what I try to build. That's what I work on. And that's what even when I was a sales guy, my luck was, because I was doing B2B products, I was always in consultative selling. So my approach has always been like that. I would like to understand why somebody does something, work on it. Okay, I might fail first time, I'll improve it the next time, improve. When I have a case where I say, hey, this is why and how people buy, 80% right. Okay, there will always be something 20-30% of stuff which will not fit the mold. But if I get it 70-80% right, the rest 20% the sales guy should manage, right? The sales guy is actually going to do it, they should manage. So, answers your question, guys, have clarity about yourself. One very important thing, I'll tell you whatever bullshit I feel is right, and just because I'm lecturing you, don't feel that I'm correct everywhere, okay? Have that clarity. It works for some people, it doesn't work for some people. You should know about what are your priorities. But guys, okay, that personal space, professional space, the reason I'm telling you about this is, guys, you have to slog when you start your careers. It could be 8 hours. If you deliver what somebody can deliver in 10 hours, in 8 hours, you can go after working for 8 hours. No problem.
Good evening, sir.
Hey, good evening. Sorry.
Hello. Good evening, sir. My name is Sugam Bera.
Sugam.
Sugam.
Nice. Are you from Surat?
No, Gujarat.
You are from Bharuch. Okay. देखो यार मैं नाम से पकड़ लेता हूँ. ठीक है.
Sir, my question to you is that how to become a social media marketing expert and how to know the more customers more through social media marketing tips and techniques.
Guys, please don't get into that tips and techniques terms. As I say, I'm not an Sugam, thanks. I got your question. Please have a seat.
Thank you.
I'll try to answer to the best of my capabilities. So I'm not an expert in social media marketing, but I'm a guy who uses those people to reach my goal. Okay. So what is social media marketing? Okay. I think so maybe he is interested. Those of you who are not interested, guys, I'm sorry, but I can come back sometime again. Okay. So we are running really tight today. So those of you who have not been following the social media side of it, okay. So social media, again, he didn't use the term social media sales. He used the term social media marketing. How do I influence my prospective buyers? How do I influence my prospective buyers? Sugam, right? Yes, sir. That's the primary goal. How do I influence? How do I reach out to them? Okay, so marketing is not just about influencing, it's also about giving them or reaching out to them. Hey, such and such product exists. So Manisha likes to eat a pizza which is made of whole wheat, no cheese, full of vegetables. How do I find so many Manishas, right? That's the goal, okay? Now, does demand exist for that? It's a different story. This is the goal of marketing, very generalized. You will learn more in depth when you read your Philip Kotler and all other marketing textbooks, okay? A lot of other things. And a lot of these books have evolved a lot. They'll give you some very nice insights on this. So, social media, obviously. So, Sugam, the way I would say is, I don't know if you are aware, most of social media marketing now has turned into something very different than what it was few years back, okay. It is no longer the cheapest and easiest way to reach out to customers. All social media marketing is now paid. Everything, okay. So some of you who stay a lot online must have realized that you see certain content again and again, okay. This is very generic. The reason why you see it again and again is because obviously you've shown interest in it sometime. Somebody has realized that, and the guy who realizes it the first time is obviously Google Baba. Okay. They know when you are hungry. They know when you want to watch a movie. They know which movie you want to watch. They know everything, right? They know when you want to buy a bike. They know when you want to buy a motorcycle, car, house. The first thing you do when you want to do something these days is Google. The first thing you do when you think of anything these days is Google. So this whole social media marketing stems somewhere out of that, okay? Understanding who's your customer, reaching out to him, the messaging. Obviously, different kinds of customers use different kinds of platforms. So, guy like me uses Facebook, but a lot of people my age have stopped using Facebook. So, what do I use? A lot of guys like you most probably don't use Facebook, you're on Instagram. So if I want to sell pizza to Manisha, hey, excuse me, Manisha, I'm not just you're an example because we took an example with you, okay? But if we want to sell something to Manisha, who's now, just imagine she is 45, the platform changes. Platform changes, okay? And then the whole marketing still there, it's alive. Huh? The messaging, whatever you learn in marketing, the messaging, okay, the content, the script or the copy as they call it. Marketing, you know, the messaging that you read when you read an advertisement is called a copy. That is still all alive. Only thing is, now it is highly customized. So, Manisha gets a copy. What's your name? Nishi. So, Nishi gets a copy, but good probability what Nishi sees is different than what Manisha sees. Social media marketing. Because you now know your customer, there's so much data available about people, you can actually target individuals based on, obviously there's also a generic advertisement, you know somebody's search for something and you keep on reaching out to them with advertisements or content related to that. It's also something you do. It's a very long thing, but are we on the track that we were? So this is how it works, I think, and you know all of this, right? You know, that's why you asked me this question. I know you.
Just wanted to get more insights.
Okay, so we can meet again, we can talk sometime, okay? But this is how it works, very targeted. The most beautiful thing is you know your customer. You can actually, build your content based on what you understand about your competitor. What are his motivators? What are her motivators? What drives them? Okay, what is the socio-economic background, linguistic, regional, English, French, Gujarati, Tamil, Malayalam, whatever it is. You know your customer. Deliver very precise, very targeted communication. That's what social media marketing is all about.
My question is, it is necessary that in a marketing field a person should be an extrovert. What if a person is introvert but he or she is interested in marketing?
What's your name?
Tanya Vijayvargi.
Tanya. Okay, so Tanya, nice name, very fashionable name. Okay, Tanya, yes, things have changed. You need to be have a seat, Tanya. So, you're not a sales guy. You don't need to be extrovert to be in marketing. You don't need to be an extrovert to be in marketing. What you need to be in marketing is a genuine interest in people. Who says that a guy who's extrovert is genuinely interested in people? He could be plain pompous guy, just shouting out about himself. Does he really care about the customer? What if I talk less, but I'm genuinely concerned about the customer? Okay, now that's on the sales side, okay? It can still work. I've seen sales guys who talk blah, 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 no results. I've seen sales guys who talk, I talk half hour, he talks few minutes, still they get the deal. Something similar works on marketing. In fact, works better in marketing because a lot of times in marketing communication, you don't even meet your customer. You try to understand who's your customer. Are they actually your customers? When I say customers, are they people who will buy what you are selling, your product, service, hybrid? Hybrid is product services combined. Lord God knows what new terms they coin these days. Next time I meet you, you will tell me, boss, product service hybrid के ऊपर यार ये 4 categories आया है. You only tell me. I'll listen to you. I'll be very happy. And it happens. It will keep on evolving. So no, you don't have to be an extrovert to be a great sales guy or a great marketing guy. What you need is a lot of empathy, a lot of interest in people, because people are customers unless you are selling dog food. But even there, it is the owner who takes decision on behalf of the dog. See, it's I know you're laughing because you went dog food is a big industry. Big industry. I don't have a dog. My wife doesn't allow me to have a dog. But some of you might have dogs at home. I love dogs. मैं रास्ते पे जाता हूँ ना, मुझे रास्ते पे भी कुत्ते मिलते तो मैं, if they are friendly, I go and pat them. I love dogs. That's how it works. Imagine how much care I will take of a dog if I have a dog at home. Do you understand me? You can be a marketeer. So friends, thanks a lot. Thanks for listening to all the blabber patiently. And I hope you learned, or as I said, got something out of me. If not, my apologies. If yes, carry it with you, okay, and wish you best of luck. Thanks.